Many are criticizing Pakistani bowlers' less pace in Perth and in Melbourne. Is this surprise you, or you think Pakistan doing a good strategy?
Less pace? As in
yeah,
pace. I don't really think it matters about your pace if you put the ball in the right areas. I think you saw today they bowled extremely well. Was taken back by how many overs Shaheen has bowled already. So it's a long day for him. Short amount of overs at bowl. Look, it's like anything. If you put the ball in the right area, I think Mohamed Abbas came out last year and he probably missed his mark last time he came out here. And if you're not bowling quick in Australia, you have to have some skill base to actually hit that line length and area to actually create something. You know, I think with these guys, they've actually been very, very good. I think they've been outstanding. I think, you know, they came back last Test match after lunch, they bowled a great line of length. And I think they've, you know, with Shaheen Shah there doing his job, and he bowled well today with, you know, not so much luck. So, you know, when he's up and about, I think the rest of the guys, you know, follow him, and I think they're fine.
You said in Perth you looked to attack the young Pakistan bowlers and they went off their lengths quite early. Did you feel there was a difference in terms of the way they stick to their lines and lengths and plans a little better in the first couple of sessions there?
Yeah, I think you know, Shaheen's always going to bowl that nice line length. Hamza, he bowled a nice length as well. Probably swung the ball a little bit too far outside off stump. Once he got it right, I think it came from the bottom end. It was difficult to play, and then I think Amir, the crease wasn't really working for him like it did in Perth. It's very soft for him, so he was trying to get used to that, which is hard for a batsman because he's not bowling it in the area consistently that you think the ball's going to come. So they're the ones that you sort of go, well, hang on, what's going to happen here? One can take off, could bowl me a Jaffa. But yeah, it is how it is.
So, Ben, just getting back to what I'd asked you about, just in terms of, I apologise if it's been asked, but in terms of Aussie riding, any thoughts on that?
I haven't talked to him about his, not about it, but he's been fine. Like he's put his statement out there that, you know, he believes in that all eyes equal, and you know, with him, he wouldn't have made that statement if he didn't feel like he could take the criticism. He knew he was getting criticism, and you know, at the end of the day, he's a big boy. And you know, I just said to him, you just got to, you know, keep believing what you believe in, and move on and get on with cricket. And he's done that. He's done that pretty well.
Yeah. Were you expecting him to have a stiff on the bat this morning?
To be honest, I didn't even think about it. To be fair, but no, I don't know. I don't think so. I think the ICC spoke to him about that. Okay, another wicket less would have been great, but the credit to the way that Pakistan bowled. They bowled unbelievable channels. You know, I think the way that Hamza bowled around the wicket and pretty much at the end there, it was almost like bowling a juke ball. He actually used his skills very, very well, made the boys play and put the ball in the right area. But yeah, I think going into tomorrow, we're in a pretty good position. Going to have to bat well and yeah, try and set up for our bowlers.
How's the pitch, David?
Pitch was good. I explained during the break, it was 8 mils last year, 6 mils this year, but more live grass. When I marked centre, it actually was, I was taken back by how soft it was, but it's a bit different when you tap in the middle. But yeah, as I just said, you know, the wicket was good. If you put the ball in the right areas, you probably challenge the bat a little bit more and you get those nicks. And you saw one there that's either not shooting low, but if it kisses the wicket, it's sort of staying at foul height, and then the other one might just caress and bounce it a bit more.
Did it have a bit more sideways than Perth?
Yeah. When they bowled scrambled seam, it did. It felt like they were bowling traditional, like swing bowling. The seam was quite upright. There wasn't really much scrambled. I think when Steve and Marnus were batting together, it looked like they did bowl a bit more scrambled seam. I think that was just more at the angle that they were using. But yeah, I think it probably similar.
And we've got the ball stayed in pretty good shape. We've got the riding stayed on for quite a long time.
Yeah, I think the ball manufacturers managed to make the ball stay shinier for longer. I think that's what they spoke about. that's doing its job, and I think the seam's staying harder as well. So they've had to do some work on the ball, which I think is actually helping suit the conditions, I think, as well.
Have you got a feel on what a good first score will be?
And with a 4 in front of it would be great, but it's going to be probably another tough grind tomorrow if they bowl like they did today and have very good discipline. It's going to be a challenge, but that means we have to put the accelerator down. I think we're going to get to that total with the day lost. Some day lost.
Sorry. Just with Woozy, like that first session you guys got through was really difficult. You guys are similar ages, and you're calling it quits after this next one. He's presumably going to go on. Like, how much longer have you got left in him?
I think Woozy's spoken about the fact that he resigned to the fact that he was done back a few years back, and now he's just playing like every game's his last. He's going to keep playing as long as he can, and it's a true testament to the way his mindset's been. When he went back to Queensland and he's captained them and batted extremely well, batted at 4 and allowed the young guys to come through and bat ahead of him. And he's done a very, very good job there with the team, and he's just happy to be back part of the group. And his last 12 months have been absolutely phenomenal, and he can play as long as he wants to and feels comfortable. And they've got 2 young, beautiful girls at home as well, and his wife Rachel. So I think that would have a big say in it as well, being away from family, being a family man that he is. So yeah, I think when the time's right, he'll pull it.
And just that first session, like, can you kind of explain the skills? This might sound really basic, but what are the kind of skills you need to be able to? Like, I know you're going to lie, but to get through a session like that where it is doing a lot.
You just got to try and apply pressure in a way that's sort of eliminated the risk of dismissal as well. Like, I know Uzi walked at Shah and it nicked a little bit, but they're things that you do to try and put them off their length, and you've got to be able to be brave to do that. And anything that I got short of a length, I pulled one off Hassan Ali, and that was a little bit wide, I sort of threw the bat at it. But then when they're in that corridor, your natural instinct comes in Test cricket. You look just to try and defend it. So yeah, it is a challenge, but to try and apply the pressure back to the bowler, you have to do something. I'm not the player who can just sit there, otherwise I might well kick him over. So yeah, you just got to try and apply pressure.
I think you talked about this in Perth. How much have you worked on?
Less pace, as in pace. I don't really think it matters about your pace if you put the ball in the right areas. I think you saw today they bowled extremely well. Was taken back by how many overs Shaheen has bowled already. So it's a long day for him. Short amount of overs at bowl. Look, it's like anything. If you put the ball in the right area, I think Mohamed Abbas came out last year and he probably missed his mark last time he came out here. And if you're not bowling quick in Australia, you have to have some skill base to actually hit that line length and area to actually create something. I think with these guys, they've actually been very, very good. I think they've been outstanding. I think they came back last Test match after lunch, they bowled a great line of length, and I think they've with Shaheen Shah there doing his job, and he bowled well today with not so much luck. So when he's up and about, I think the rest of the guys follow him, and I think they're fine.